Students watching, we are ready to begin our Elephants Reading Circle. We're almost ready to begin reading from our books. But first, I want us to take a moment and I want us to carefully read this word. Students watching, why don't you read this word first? Remember, begin with your beginning consonant, then add your vowel, and end with your ending consonant. All right, we're ready to check their work. Emery, would you read this word to us?
Dig.
Careful, look at this beginning sound. It's the other one.
Dig.
Dig is it. Remember, we're going to start with the letter D, which says it's D sound. And read this word again, Emery.
Dig.
That's it. It's the word dig. Students watching, did you get that correct? Now, we're ready to read inside of our books again. And remember, when we read, we want to have good reading position. So why don't we see if we can check good reading position with Savvy. Savvy, you come stand next to me. Give our students watching a nice smile. We're glad to have you with us, students watching. And let's look and see the way that Savvy is holding her book. First thing she's doing is she has her book up at a comfortable place. It's not down too far that it's hard for her to see or up too high that she's covering her eyes or mouth. I like what she's doing too with her right hand. I'm going to hold your book up just a little bit so they can see your fingers. But then see how she's pinching just one page with her right hand, and the rest of her fingers are holding up her book. And then her left hand is just holding her book up, so it's at an easy, comfortable place. Savvy's eyes, they're not looking at her students watching. I like that, Savvy. She's looking down at her book because her book is where she's going to be reading from. Now I'm going to look at her mouth. Is she smiling, students watching? I'm going to look. She is. Because reading is fun and we love that we get to read with you. Thanks, Savvy. You can have a seat. When she sits, I know she's going to keep her feet nice and flat on the floor so that she's really careful with her posture. Now we're ready to look together on page 1. And we're ready to read our vowels together. Remember, every time we do reading circle, we want to be just a little bit faster as we read. So are you ready to be faster in this lesson, students watching? Let's have everyone stand up, students watching and those in our reading circle. Ready, Savvy? And let's begin with our vowel sounds. Here we go. A, apple, elephant, inchworm, ostrich, umbrella, Good job. Have a seat except for Emery and boys watching. Emery, why don't you come stand right next to me? Boys watching, you're still standing. Let's see. Emery and boys watching, can you do these vowel sounds by yourself? Now, girls and girls watching, is your book up at your chest? Do you have good reading position, Savvy? And are you ready to read with your eyes while Emery reads with his mouth? All right, Emery and boys watching, read our vowels.
Apple, elephant, inchworm, ostrich, umbrella,
Wow, boys watching, and Emery, how accurate and fast you were. Good job. You can have a seat. Now, boys and boys watching, you're sitting down, but have that good reading position. You're going to read with your eyes while Savvy comes and stands right here. And girls watching, you stand up where you are. And Savvy and girls watching, I want you to read our vowel sounds out loud, boys and boys watching, in your head. Ready?
apple, elephant, inchworm, ostrich, umbrella,
Great job, girls and girls watching. Savvy, don't sit down yet because I've got another big job for Savvy and all of our students watching. We have, oh, what a pretty smile that is. Thanks for sharing it with me and with our students watching. Ready, students watching and Savvy, here's your big job. I want you to read our mixed up vowels at the bottom. Here we go. Let's do it.
ostrich,
Good.
apple, umbrella, inchworm, elephant,
Wow, students watching and Savvy, you were so fast and accurate. Good job, Savvy. You can have a seat. And we're ready now to turn some pages in our book. So let's turn all the way to page 4. So find the number 4 at the bottom of your page. Turn to page 4. So we're going to look right at the bottom of our page. See how there's the numbers there? You're going to pinch this page. There we go. So put that there. Got it. That goes underneath, but goes right to your chest. We're going to look at page 4. Let's turn just one more over. We'll find that number 4 at the bottom. Nice job. That's the page we'll pinch. Good. All right, students watching, are you on page 4 and ready to look at this vowel sound right along with us? Let's have everyone stand up. Students watching, you join us as well. And let's say our vowel sound at the top of this page. I, inchworm, I. Let's say it again. I, inchworm, I. Nice job. You can have a seat, but keep your book up in good reading position. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to read the words that are on this page, and I want you to listen for the I, inchworm sound. If you hear it, I want you to give me a nice big smile. Ready? You're looking at your book right now, but listen for that I, inchworm sound. Row 1. Dig, fig, hill. Oh, I see our students watching, smiling at me, and our reading circle. What vowel sound did you hear, students watching? And Emery, what vowel sound did you hear?
I.
The I, or I, inchworm. Students watching, I want you to keep working on these pages with your on-site teacher.